Hello and welcome to another edition of Talkin' Tunes. I am your host, Frank Walsh. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I'm flying solo here today because we have a special edition of Talkin' Tunes where you may remember that we had previewed some of the songs and some of the entertainers that had played at the Havatha Torah Congregational Church here in Stoughton. So today we are going to be bringing you some of the other artists who had performed at that show. So folks, sit back and relax. You are going to be in for a treat. And not only that, we are going to be speaking with one of the performers who was at that show and get his perspective of what a fantastic night that was. And I do have to give thanks to the Havatha Torah Church, or Congregational Church. I have to give thanks to Rabbi Jay Hausman and Vinnie Serino for giving us here at SMAC the opportunity to go over and film that and then bring that show to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, you might remember that the last time we did this show, we had Vinnie Serino and the Boston Baked Blues, we had Aaron Harp and the Delta Swingers, and we had the great Jason Ricci. Today, you are going to be seeing other performers who are going to be kicking off this show, Lee Hawkins and his band. You are also going to be hearing the great and the legendary Shor'ty Billups. And once again, you are going to get a little taste of the great Jason Ricci. So, rather than have me tell you about it, let's take a second where you can sit back and enjoy some of the opportunity to watch this show. So, Roxanne Morse in the booth, let's show those folks at home the great Lee Hawkins Band.
Baby, don't you
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get any better than that. That was the great Lee Hawkins band featuring Regina, LaCascia. And what a great night, and what a great way to kick off that night than to have Lee and Regina and the band start off the show. So folks, as I said, we are going to be talking with one of the performers, and right now I am going to turn here and I am going to try to call Mr. Lee Hawkins and get his impressions of what that night was like. It is ringing. Is this Lee Hawkins?
Did I win the lottery?
Lee, I think the viewers at home have just won the lottery because we just got through watching you and Regina and the band just rip the temple apart to start the evening that night. So first off, thank you for coming on, Lee. You're live on Talking Tunes, and thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me. I totally appreciate it. We had a ball playing that night. That was so much fun.
How did it feel to start the show off? And you know, sometimes when you're part of a big, you know, troupe of performers and you get picked first, what was your headset going into that performance to start it off?
Well, I told the guys in the band and Regina that we were starting it off, so let's go up there, let's burn the place to the ground, and then let's watch everybody else. And that was pretty much how we went at it. We had a ball. We just had so much fun playing.
Well, I tell you, I think you're going to be very pleased with the videos that we've shot, and I'm sure the folks at home are going to be just as thrilled. Now, Lee, I know that you know, you are a man of causes, and that you can't look on Facebook or you can't look about Lee Hawkins without finding you getting involved in causes, particularly with veterans. So could you talk a little bit about that, and why are you so interested in causes, particularly with the veterans?
Well, back in 2010, a friend of mine was going back into the service. He was 43. He was getting called over to Afghanistan. And we figured, we were talking, and I said, well, when you come back, we'll have a big party for you. And it kind of morphed into Blues for the Troops. Now, I do it every year. This is our 5th year doing it, Blues for the Troops 5. And it all goes towards Operation Troop Support out of Danvers. All the money we make, every cent, goes to the troops.
Well, why don't you tell the folks at home when and where it's going to be this year, and some of the performers who you have on your lineup?
Well, this year we have it on Sunday, April 17th, from 3 to 8 p.m. Doors open at 2. The music starts at 3 at the Vittori Rocky Post 143 Brimble Ave, Beverly, Mass.
Okay.
It's a $10 donation at the door. If you want to donate more, you definitely can. And everything from the door, all the raffles, all the auctions, everything goes to the troops. Mm-hmm. And we have over 40 of the best local musicians around playing this year. Last year was the same. 40, all donating their time. It's a long day, and we have a ball, as you know, from the last benefit we did with you guys.
Yes.
It's a long day for all the musicians, but they love doing it. Brian Mays is one of our musicians. My band, the Lee Hawkins Band. We have a band from New Hampshire called the Bone Shakers, a killer band out of New Hampshire. Mary Beth Mays, Brian's wife, her band is a killer band.
Nice.
We got another young band called 43 Church Street, which are a bunch of young players, and they're really good. So we try to show off as much local talent as we can, and everybody loves doing it with us. Well,
it sounds like a fantastic time. Now, Lee, how would people follow you? I know that you are big on Facebook. Do you have a page, or do you have a way in which people can follow you and know where you and your band are going to be playing?
Well, pretty much the Lee Hawkins Facebook page is what I post everything on, all of our schedule. And I have Lee Hawkins Band 37 at yahoo.com if people want to get in touch with me to hire the band or find out about our benefit. And that's pretty much it right now. That's the two ways I usually go. It's the best ways to go these days.
Right.
To touch the most people.
And I know that you certainly don't do it alone, and the video that we watched was featuring Regina on vocals. So why don't you give a shout-out to the rest of your band?
Yeah, Regina LaCascia on the vocals, Rick King from one of our New Hampshire friends from Manchester on the drums, and Dave Gilmet, also from Manchester, on the bass guitar.
Great. Well, it was a fantastic night. And Lee, you know, one of the disadvantages of our show is that it's only a half hour long, but I really wanted to thank you for allowing us to have the access and talk with you and meet with you that night. And I'm sure that you're going to be pleased with the video. And I'm looking forward to seeing you probably before, but definitely at that event in April. And I'll continue to plug it here on the show.
It was great to meet all the people down at the temple that night. I'll tell you, we had so much fun. There was so many nice people. The Rabbi, Jonathan Hausman, treated us great. And also, a big shout out to Vinny Serino for getting us involved. He was with us last year at my benefit, and he's going to be with us again this year. Well, you're going to see Vinny on this show as well. We've got some other clips coming up of Shor'ty Billups, and we got a little Jason Ricci playing with the Boston Baked Blues. Great. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, so Lee, thank you so much for coming on. And I know that we had done this on a little short notice, but I would love to have you or any members of your band come into the studio sometime, pick up that guitar and play a little bit and let everybody learn a little bit more about Lee Hawkins and the band. We'd love to. If you want to see any of my, just go to cdbaby.com for my original music. Yep. cdbaby.com/Lee Hawkins Band. All right. Well, Lee, thanks again for coming on. You have a great rest of the day. We'll talk soon. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate it. Take care. Bye. Bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the great Lee Hawkins, who took a great few minutes out of his day to come on and talk with us. But for the sake of time, we have some more entertainment for you to see. So Roxanne Morse, who is very instrumental in putting this show together and was very instrumental in doing a lot of the editing. Thank you for that, Roxanne. So if you are ready, push a button and let's see the great Shor'ty Billups.
We're doing this tune for Jackman. The things that I used to do. because
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Shor'ty Billups playing along. You might notice Vinnie Serino and the Boston Baked Blues in the background. But ladies and gentlemen, the blues just don't get any better than that. And I have to tell you that if you want to go and see Mr. Shor'ty Billups and some of the great musicians who play with him, I would suggest you go down and visit him at Chili Heads Barbecue right down on 106 in Bridgewater. You will be in for a treat. Authentic, home cooked, fresh made every day. And Shor'ty and his band perform Fridays and Saturday nights, and you never know who is going to drop in. Professor Harp may pop in. Satoru, the great guitarist who you saw on there, may pop in. You will never know. So, Chili Heads Barbecue 106 down in Bridgewater to see Shor'ty Billups and his band. So, folks, as I had said before on the other show, it takes a lot of effort to put these productions together, and I want to thank again the crew who helped with this, Roxanne Morse, who manned the cameras, Laura Walsh, who took care of the cameras, Beverly Candler Dancy, who spent all night on her feet working the cameras. And again, thanks to Jonathan Hausman at the Havath Torah Congregational Church there, Vinnie Serino, who put that whole thing together, and the people here at SMAC, Michael Hammond, Dave Young, Jeff Pickett, who allow us to use the facilities to bring these shows to you. So folks, thank you very much for supporting. We have one other artist whom you have seen before. He was the headliner, the highlight of the night. His name is Jason Ricci, and you are going to see Jason Ricci performing with Vinnie Serino and the Boston Baked Blues. And ladies and gentlemen, he is one of the best, if not the best, in the world, and certainly the best of his generation. So sit back and enjoy Mr. Jason Ricci playing along with the Boston Baked Blues. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you, it doesn't get any better than that. The great Jason Ricci and Boston Baked Blues. So we are just about out of time, but folks, I want to thank you for tuning in today, and I want to let you know that we have many additional pieces of footage that we are going to be showing to you as time goes on. And as always, I want to encourage you to go out and support your local musicians. Go out and support the local venues. For example, Sunday afternoons, one of the best jams around at Players in Rockland from 4 to 8. Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Pete's Bar and Grill in Quincy. Every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, The Next Page in Weymouth. Tavern 33 down in Plainville. And our great friend who has been a guest on this show, Miss Della Erskine, she runs a fantastic jam every Wednesday night at the Banner Pub in Rockland. So folks, please go out and support your local musicians. So for everyone here at Smack TV, especially Roxanne Morse, our director, I am Frank Walsh. So as always, tune in and tune on. That was good.